There we go. It'd be good if my mic was turned on. Hi. Yeah, today I'm gonna finish the storyline. I forgot if it was absolution or redemption or repentance or which word it was. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight into it. We did a bit last week, and it usually takes about 2 streams to do. Can I hear everything in the game? Yeah, I can. There we go. Hello, Soul Waspman. What the hell is that emote? Is that a little sheep? That's so cute. Oh, let me just move my mic a little bit. Yeah, my eyes are alright. It usually clears up after like 1-2 days, and then I can see again, and it won't be perfect for like a week maybe, but I can actually read now, so I can stream again. Alright, why have I gotta gather all evidence of white mantle activity while locating the touchstone? So there's extra shit. Map chat is going off, and I usually... that's a good cue to like not read it. Okay, so we are looking for personal effects of the 3 humans. I don't want to be in that mode actually. I don't want my pet to be that distracting. The 3 humans who seem to have gotten themselves relocated to the realm of torment. And was it the realm of torment? Yeah, that's where it is, right? And some bad stuff happened to them, and we're gonna like figure out what went on with all that. So we're back in human land. Hang on, I don't have to follow the map, I can fly. It's up here. Strange altar. Strange bell. I'm sure they're fine. I mean, we're pretty sure they turned into titans, so I don't think they are fine. Okay, I've rung a bell, so this is all the stuff that you have to find. Used a bedroll. Bloated corpse! Oh dear. Is that going to be something to do with Grenth? This is, what is this? This is just a structure. Some sort of altar placed here with reverence. Candles with unnatural flames. And the bedroll. It looks spoiled and worn from repeated use, probably by more than one person. Ew.
Don't worry, I will.
Sorry, the word booklet didn't look like a real word to me for a second. It's like when people just put "lets" on the end of anything. Yeah, sure, a booklet, whatever.
Judge's prayer book. Seems inoffensive enough. Well, words can certainly shape your views. Though some people will shape words till they fit their views. That's usually when things get dangerous.
Great insight there, thank you. Oh, it's our favourite map ever. Brisbane Wildlands. You get voice dialogue this episode. Yeah, why wouldn't you? They skipped it for the previous episode, but it seems to have been ironed out now. So I don't have to do the dialogue myself anymore, which is a relief. Because, not that I don't like trying to voice act, but I'm no Jennifer Hale, so...
Look out! Something's coming through the gate.
Always nice to look around an old map and just kind of feel a little nostalgic. Wonder about the last time I was here, you know, how long has it been? What has changed in the meantime? Oh, I did that thing where I went to the waypoint that looked nearest the location, but they just put the location in the middle of the map and I never remember. I should probably just... yeah, I should probably just completely eat the floor somehow. Woo! It's fine if I end up at the wrong waypoint. I don't mind, because I can just like book it like hell in a fun way. Yeah, there we go. Jeez, wait, where is this? Where the hell? Why are there stairs here? Were there always stairs here? What the f- Is that new? What? Is there anything up here? What? I don't remember this. Why is this here? Why is someone following me? I don't know why this is here any more than you do. Yeah, sorry. Oh, of course it's here. We're looking for White Mantle stuff. Of course it's here. Oh, this is different. Alright, so the banner. Hard to believe that groups like this can endure for so long. They went out of their way to be even less wheelchair accessible. Nice. I guess that would seem like that. I mean, if your entire race is 25 years old, the idea of a bunch of fringe humans existing in the shadows for over 250 years is kind of inexplicable, isn't it? Right, so here's the corpse. This is literally the entrance to that one base that they have that we visit in season 3. He appears to have been crushed by the rubble surrounding the body. He died recently, as the body has yet to show signs of decomposition. Where did this rubble come from? That's an interesting question to ask. Can I examine the rubble itself? No. That is weird, because we've been through here before and we know this area. Why was someone here recently? We have purged this place of unbelievers. Every last one of the unfaithful gone. Only 3 of us remain now. Ulrich, Judge, and I. Some of those among the fallen were friends once. They wish to give up on our chosen mission, to doubt the undying will of Cordicus. Okay, so this is one of the things I was getting confused about, because I couldn't place the timeline here. Given that it was related to Cordicus, which was years ago in the timeline. I couldn't figure out when they'd actually done this, because it would have had to have been recently, because they only could have accessed the area in the new map that they did after Mabon died, right? So it had to be post Secrets of the Obscure. So I couldn't figure out how that related to Cordicus being involved, because he's been dead like a lot longer. So this seems to be like it was recent, and they were following the will of Cordicus, in air quotes. Which is something they may be making up. Let's see. To accompany us, another surprise should any of our former allies try to find us in this place we once considered sanctuary. So there was a trap that caught this other guy. We 3 shall now go forth to chart the future of the White Mantle. Upon our return, you will know the price for that future has been paid in our blood. We will come with cleansing fire. What did they intend to do, and what instructions did they think they were following? No, I mean,
The white mantle badge. Looks like Tatiana's. A mark of status as much as belonging. Should have been more careful where she sought to belong.
Again, I'm intrigued by the fact that these 3 characters we heard about in collection quests have become shockingly relevant, and we are now paying full attention to them. I'm kind of baffled by the decision to integrate them as a sort of side effect to the main story and then bring them in afterwards. Why weren't they given more focus if they were going to be as important as this? And where are we going? Oh no, I thought I could make that. Nobody saw this. Nobody saw it. I'm a good driver. I'm a good driver who can steer vehicles in video games. Oh, it's in Beetleton. Of course it's in Beetleton. Why am I acting like I don't know where it's gonna be when it's at places of white mantle activity? Fucking course it's in Beetleton. Okay, what? In here? Hey, this cat isn't hungry right now. Okay. Can I go up? Hiding child. Oh, this way. One thing I've always been really impressed by is the fact that they usually model and furnish most interiors of buildings you can see, and you can just wander inside them for no reason. Oh dear. White mantle shield. The visage of this statue glares at you with hooded eyes and a disapproving scowl that fills you with a strong sense of judgment and dread. Is that meant to be Cordicus? How many... Torch and flag stand. Where's the flag stand? I missed one! God damn it! Oh, oh man. Oh well.
A torch from Codicus's estate. Must have been a gift to Ulrich. I'm sure a gesture like that comes as high praise to his most devout. Personally, I'd take it as an insult. Looks like that's all of them. I should really get back to Bavanissos. Mabon can only hold the gate so long.
I didn't follow that. Why would it be taken as an insult? I don't follow what she's saying. Not that that's a bad thing. I would like the player character to know more about the, you know, what's happening than I do. I'm just trying to figure out how that would work. She likes talking to herself. Oh, hello. What's going on here then? How is everybody? This area is always pretty... Oh, it's right here. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by Olivia. What is Olivia doing? I haven't seen this yet. I'm just gonna check this out. Hey, Olivia. There's... You seem to have two of that ultra-powerful staff that we can't trust you with. Oh, my frame rate. Oh, no. We're just killing. That's all we need to do. Just get to killing. Okay, I might just do this bit of the meta because I haven't seen it yet. I don't think I've seen this barrier come down any time I've been here. There's a moss tree, but I don't really need it, so. Portal? Oh. Just gonna double check.
And so the good counselor has volunteered to come along and sanction them. Isn't that right?
Shouldn't I have a frame limiter on? Just as standard, I'm pretty sure you kind of should have one.
The Countess?
Unless you have some sort of
she knows
mega unbelievable
I
kit
am
that doesn't
here
care.
out of respect for Mabon's memory.
Somebody yelled, "When is ghosts?" Wait, what's happening up there? Okay, Ludo is here. Tovason is here. I can't remember what he said to me earlier.
Ah, yes.
Oh, right, he's from the
Hello.
Mesmer Collective. Yeah, she's still kind of just out to get the Mossad no matter what, I guess. I'm kind of amazed that she was able to work alongside Mabon in any capacity. Hello. Gorseval?
Ravenswall. Manner of Titan is that?
That's not a Titan. That's a Gorseval. No, don't say that. Bad. That's interesting though, because I mean, I presumed that Gorseval was kind of his own thing, a one-off. But apparently, you can do that with.
It's just like Gorseval.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad she remembers that. Fun times I've had with Gorseval. He's a good fight. Lex Talion the Merciless. So apparently if you just, like, gather a bunch of human souls and torture them a lot, this is what happens. Not as a one-off. This is just what goes on with that. Oh, jeez. I saw that texture and like, oh, I'm... Bye. Don't worry, Darth Chaos. I'll get you up. Oh! We can teleport. What's this music from? This is from some raid that I've done and been bad at. This is from, Kill Spirits. Okay. Yeah, I just remembered. This is from the Doom raid. I don't remember which bit, I just remember that it was difficult. Uh-oh. A little bit easier than Gorseval. Thank God. Oh hey, someone's A-posing. Oh, I keep not seeing that. Okay, I've got ghosted. Removed by standing in the light of an orb, summoned by destroying a spectral prism. Is that the light of an orb? Beneficent light. Yeah, there we go. So it's a little similar to Gorseval. But, not like a DPS check for 10 people. They deserve to reuse this model, actually. I mean, I think it's deserved in applicable circumstances. Oh, hey, eggs! Oh, the egg sound! I'm just getting nostalgic for Gorseval. I should do raids again. Whoop. Do we have one of the, what are they called? A United Legion's way station, that's what I meant. Not that I'm using it, I just wanted to make sure we had one. Whoa, I did bad with that. Kind of funny how there was one mastery in Icebrood Saga that has actually influenced the way the game is played in a very general sense. Giving everybody an equipable environmental crowd control skill was a very, very good gameplay idea, but just kind of a very random thing to add in that becomes very vital. Like, we need that shit. It benefits everyone in an open world sense. Oh. What did I pick up today? Timber skills, veteran enemies, and a vista. Okay. There's just some sky skills up there that aren't rendered. Firing balls at him. Uh-oh. Oh, these things get bigger. The wave comes along and you see the people who are paying attention just hop slightly. Whoop! If I'd missed that one, it would look really bad, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. No, I got ghosted. There's someone over there with the guild tag boys. She keeps distracting me. Hey, wait. Oh, okay. I misread that. Yay. Dies one more time just for luck.
Go.
Ooh.
Suffer this place no longer. Oh, I don't know. My son will envy the tales I tell of this fight.
I don't think I've even got the waypoint on the other side. Someone's going up there. There's another waypoint somewhere which trivializes the fact there's a barrier. I'm just gonna follow this guy. Whoop. Esprit du soir bois. Okay. Oh, no, I misread it. You need 5 people at each one, so we're good. Oh, dig spot. Stick your face in that. I didn't realize there'd be dig spots inside of this thing's weird body. It's very weird just seeing the indication Alliance assaults the organ chambers in X seconds. The hell is that? Ugh. Titan membrane.
Okay, I'm here, making my point. This barrier won't budge easily. Use the turtle or your sky scale to take it out. Those rocks might also help, if you've got change to pull them down.
Okay. I don't know any of what he was referring to. Ah, there's a rock here, and I can grab it. Out of range. And then I pull back. There we go. This is fun. I like using the sky scale as a kind of environmental... Oh, okay. Something about the name Fumarola with this thing makes me feel like it's a Pokemon. Okay, that's sky scale? Yeah.
That's the way. Don't relent. If you've got it, then use it.
Thank that was admirably vague. What is a leukocyte? I mean, that's just like 2 illnesses that I know of. It looks like a portal. Can I go inside? No. Wow, 1% per fireball.
They're growing desperate. Swarming.
How does it... Oh,
Stand
no.
strong.
How does a turtle do it this? Anyone want a turtle with me? Okay, no one's doing this. Wow, just eats carpet, I
They're
guess.
growing desperate. Swarming. Stand strong.
The northern organ is vulnerable. That certainly is a thing to say. Oh, this is the northern organ. It sounds like a stripper name or something. What are we doing?
Those nodes are brimming with Titan magic.
Lung integrity.
Focus your attacks on them.
Something about just having a bar called lung integrity. Are we? What are we firing at? Oh, what?
That sounded, effective. The winning combination has returned. Dispose of those turrets and rifts.
Ooh.
The winning combination has returned. Dispose of those turrets and rifts.
The lithocytes, which is kind of like what a that word for like a stone structure, and site, which is like a, is it a cancer thing, I think? Really reminds me of I always forget the name. The monolith enemies. Enemies? The monolith enemies in Guild Wars 1. Which were in Nightfall, right? So were they Titans, or were they just kind of guys that chilled in the desert?
The winning combination has returned. Dispose of those turrets and rifts.
Bloodstone nucleus. Oh no, it's invulnerable. Why? Everyone's running. Get out, someone says. Yeah, I kind of killed everybody. Good on that person for giving the instruction.
The winning combination has returned. Dispose of those turrets and rifts.
Oh god, I don't have the build for this. Does he really need to say that every 20 seconds?
Spirits. Is that a newly born Titan?
Is it? Where?
Take it out before it finds its strength.
Where? Where is it? Oh! This thing? Oh.
The winning combination has returned.
Well, we're not doing any damage to it. Uh-oh. Guys, help. Guys, help. Well, the lung integrity is collapsing pretty quickly, so we seem to be doing it. Even if I'm not entirely sure what it is.
The winning combination has driven smiles on us.
He interrupted himself that time. Nearly there with whatever it is we're doing.
The winning combination. Expertly done.
Other organs may need your assistance.
This lane is secure. Your help is needed elsewhere. Go. I will remain and monitor things here.
Okay. Pericardial nexus. Where does that go? Oh, back out here? Oh, man. That looks gross as hell. Okay, where are these guys? Weird spine. Weird steps. Weird ooze. Oh, these guys were on the heart, and it's almost dead. Something Oculus be rented. Takes a screenshot. Me when your mom. Is that new music?
We are victorious.
Are we? Okay, we blew it up. Livia addresses the group in 3 minutes. Why did people leave the map during this? Okay, group events and the meta. Okay. Why is there a time delay? I guess to let everyone arrive. Should we go look at the heart? What is this thing? It's fairly calcified or just petrified? Or just made of stone? Hello. I wonder what like an actual doctor makes of all this. Weird heart connected to God knows what. Still, I gotta give them props for the idea. Pulling this off even slightly is impressive. Ooh, Vista. Oh no. Do it. Come on, come on, come on. Whoop. I'm doing this on the assumption that I will not complete this story step and then have the storyline go, now do the meta in the main map before we continue. Because that would be pretty, that would be a bit of a tragedy. My god, this guy's like a rabbit Power Ranger. Are you good up there, Laurel? Are you okay? Where is Livia? She's here. Why did everyone leave? I don't...
My report to the Countess will
Is
be
that it?
similarly optimistic.
Does critical immune
She was
response...
worried, to
Why did
say
we...
the least.
Why did we wait? Is that the end?
Something you and Mabon had in common, it seems.
Okay, I'm confused.
Commander, they're marching on the Titan. You should head that way.
I think they've finished, actually. Oh yeah, there it is. We were just there, making sure that thing was not doing anything. Hello, everybody.
I located the touchstones, all mementos from their time with the White Mantle.
Imagine having such a sad life that your most valuable possessions are from joining a cult.
People in impossible circumstances tend to seek hope in impossible salvations. Tormented as their souls might be, these items shall resonate with their owners enough to cleave the demonic essence.
If it were up to me, they'd rot in the bowels of that hellscape for all eternity. That I'd consider justice.
As might I. But if the price of their damnation is the birth of more Titans, does that not compound the injustice?
There will be time for philosophical discussion later. I cannot hold this gate indefinitely.
No use delaying. Let's move out.
Oh, look, Mabon feet. Great. Hooray. Look, his Garan doesn't even have feet. He's above that. Oh, this thing sure is particle effects. Ah. Oh, they're just waiting for me, I guess. The Foundry!
What is this nightmare?
Right. This is your first time here. We're in the realm of torment, deep in the mists. It's sort of an afterlife.
The foundry of failed creations, to be precise. The abyss from which Titans are born.
Search the realm for the tormented souls. Presumably I have to clear out everything on the way.
Ren,
I
You were here
forgot to
before?
change my
do these
build.
demons look different than you remember them?
They do appear to have changed.
Where are you
It's
going?
been quite some time since my last visit.
You've been here.
Centuries ago. I had to clean up after some heroes.
Oh, right. Wasn't me, because I was never able to do this instance. Come on, I need to... Come on, give me a second. Survive all encounters without being downed. I guess I shouldn't go full Zerka then if I want the achievement. It can just take longer. Standing anywhere in Frost Gorge sound be like, oh come on. Sometimes I do miss how Guild Wars 1 did its thing.
Sorrow.
Sometimes it's nice to like
You
have
said
a
this
whole
place
party
is
at
like
your
an
control.
afterlife. So, not everyone who dies ends up here, right?
No. It's mostly just for corrupt souls. It gets more complicated than that, but nothing to worry about.
Oh. Okay.
That feels a little overly simplistic. You don't have to like start explaining. I don't think anyone ever explained much about the Foundry of Failed Creations before. Like, shouldn't they have their own ideas about post-life and adhere to those? I thought everyone kind of implicitly knew that there are various afterlives. Isgaran, are you just gonna stand there and, like... Okay, thank you. You'd think he would do more damage, considering who he is. Whoa. Is this them? I thought they were going to be connected to some sort of...
traveled far to bear us this scepter, long used in our kind's subjugation. It has found its rightful home. With it, we shall rule our own destiny. So it is written. So it is our divine right.
Kneel now and relinquish our gift. Then maybe we'll allow you to leave unharmed.
I watched my homeland burn at the hands of your kind. You think I'd bow to you, let alone gift you such power? The shadow has warped your minds. We'll be sure to set them straight. When she says her homeland burned, does she mean the White Mantle in general? Okay. First time we're actually seeing these guys. So his name is Judge? Or did they like just refer to him by his profession? Oh, what did I get? And my pet's dead. Go my bee! What do bees have as their skills? Man, I kinda wish I had my other build on, if I'm being really honest.
You were always the weak link. Cybus knew it and played you like the pawn you are.
You speak falsehoods. Retribution will meet you in the end. Sounds like it's meeting you first.
Wayfinder,
What?
the prayer book. Use the heart to channel its essence into his soul.
Okay. If you say so.
Hollow as his own righteousness. I can't stand people like that.
Alright. Why are they letting us engage them one by one instead of just like attacking us? Maybe they will only when they get hurt enough. There's the other guy right here just kind of chilling. Good thing the Zero music absolutely fucks. Oh.
With your vile tricks. What is happening to me? What have you done? The heart, Wayfinder. Channel the badge's essence into her soul.
The badge. Okay. Oh, he's like skimming about. I really should have a good weapon to swap to, but I don't. Fine, spears you, spears you.
Defeat us in the name of Codicus, of Soul!
Look, I killed one and
Codicus'
met the other. I don't
thoughts.
think
The
they want
heart
this.
will channel its essence. Do it, Wayfinder.
Pick a better
should
heroes
do
next
it.
time. Oh, don't title drop. Oh my
Some
god.
may very well say the same of us. Perhaps none of us are so deserving.
Either
Dude.
way, it's a discussion best saved for Tyria. I've had my fill of the underworld for at least another century.
Well, this place was really cool in the previous game. Is that all we're doing here? Man. They weren't even connected to any equipment or anything. They were kind of just standing there. That's blast crystal. I guess they can reuse that. I think Sorrow, could you please? Are we really just gonna kill them and leave? Is that it? I mean, it still says to-
You've
okay, no
done
it
well,
doesn't.
my friends. You corrected my mistake when I could not. And here I thought Epoch was your finest work to date.
Huh.
We did not shoulder those burdens in solitude. What a difference it makes in trusting the confidence of others. Though, perhaps some could learn to be more patient so as to encourage such trust.
Lessons abound. Now all that remains is to close the Mist's Gate from this side. And then, I may rest.
So, this is goodbye then. I'm grateful I had the chance to say it this time.
As am I. It's good to see you back. You're right where you should be.
Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere.
I like the sound of that.
Amis, keep Livia in line. Livia, you do the same for Anise. I'd tell you to keep her safe as well, but I know her better than that. She's more than capable.
Sorry, I missed
chose the
Denise's
Wayfinder
dialogue.
for a reason. Place faith in one another, and each give the other a reason to do so.
You
What do
have
you
my
mean you
word.
chose me? Did you?
Yes, well, I think it's about time, Livia. Goodbye, my friend.
Farewell. Thank you.
Oh, she gave him the staff. So that is staying here, is it? It's ghosty now. He just takes hold of it, and now it's a ghost staff. What did I give my word for again? Place faith in each other and give the other a reason to do so. Perhaps Eparch was correct on one notion. You and Isgaran bear some things in common. I trust you both to navigate them. Alright. Oh, that's the exact same. I mean, it would look like the ruptured heart. It would. That makes sense. But it's also the exact same. Then again, the ruptured heart looks really cool, so. Safely deliver you to the Alliance staging ground. I thought it was a constructed portal, though. How did he... Okay. Bing. Oh, right, all the way back here. Right. Oh, I have to go back to the headquarters, all the way back there. Okay. That's it then? That was just kind of strangely truncated, it felt like. Get another teleportation gizmo. I don't even know what one it was. So I guess this is like the debriefing. What am I gonna say? We did it. I'm not sure what we did, but we did it very hard.
Welcome, Commander.
Hi.
The Council is waiting for you in the audience chamber.
Thank you.
Well, thank God Zaim is here. Who else? Oh, it is like everyone. Yeah, briefing. Well, anyone talk to me? Hi, Dagonet. How are your feet doing? They've regrown. Congratulations. Commodore is still alive, which is almost pressing belief at this point. Stoic Alder's here. Livia and Anise, who I cannot get used to Anise looking like this. I can't even remember what you looked like before now for some reason. Braham, you should have seen it. I wish you'd been there. Okay. Did they get all the actors back for these characters? As we are here to discuss recent events in Janthir and Barbanissos, Countess, would you care to deliver your report? Of course! That's what Anise sounds like. We traced the cause of the Titan outbreak to the White Mantle. They were sent into Janthir on Cordicus's behalf before his death. They were searching for a Mistskate in Barbanissos to give their leader an upper hand. To what end was still passing out. Was there a reason? They were all killed, but they were also successful in their mission, hence our little Titan problem. But that problem has been resolved. The Titans are dead, all 4 of them. The gate is sealed. Commander, you were a first-hand participant in these events. Can you confirm for the Council?
I can testify to the Countess's report. We were able to defeat the 3 initial Titans, and then a 4th. It had been living in the city since the city fell. When the White Mantle entered the ruins, it manipulated them into opening the gate. The Scepter, Legavo, played a significant role in sealing it. Livia's judgment aside.
You think carefully about what you believe that the Tyrian Alliance should focus on at the conclusion of your report. Call on the memory of a fallen friend, which will most likely be Mabon. Remind the Council of the logic of acting decisively. I don't think that was what we learned from this. Focus the Council to reflect on a great victory. Well, I never want to do that, so... the first one, I guess.
A former wizard of the Astral Ward, or his memory, guided us. Without him, we may not be here today.
In short, the gate was sealed, the Titans were defeated, and the Scepter of War was lost to the mists. Why are we summing this up like nobody was paying attention? If I wanted a summary of the events, I would read my journal. Providing the Coden with any supplies needed to recoup their losses while aiding the Alliance. Well, I'm glad we've got that on the table. We will also discuss Lady Livia's penalty. That's a little shallow.
To celebrate your victory, we've organized a bit of a soiree that will commence later this evening. A well-earned reprieve.
Was it?
Collect yourselves. Mourn. Heal.
I mean, that barely even
And
felt like a
acknowledge
boss
what
fight
we've
at the
all
end.
experienced. Just as the Bearkin taught us.
Indeed.
It feels more like this is a bit of deception and something terrible is going to happen at the party, because it really does not feel earned.
Oh, now that I've established myself as a hero for the songbooks, I figure Lowland Ambassador is next on my list.
My son's confidence has never wavered, even when it should have.
And my pa's nerves have never stilled, even when his son has made a name for himself as a guardian of Janthir.
You done well, son. You weathered life's storms with the very poise your ma hoped for. Much of what I sought to teach you, you've taught me by way of example. Bravery, weathering grief, granting forgiveness. I am proud beyond words. Just as your ma would be if she could see you now.
Ma would be just as proud of you. We've had a tough go of it. Come on. We've earned a celebration.
Let's see if this alliance can put on a party half as good as us lowlanders.
Yeah!
I never really got Poised Arrow. I felt like I was waiting for the other shoe to drop with him. I thought there was something that was going to come out. He was going to betray us or do something impulsive and we'd have to deal with something. I didn't feel like he really had a character arc, and the only thing I remember him doing at all is insisting on coming on the boat ride over to the upper part of Janthir and then throwing up. Which was like slightly amusing. That's all I remember, sorry. Come to wish me well before they haul me off to wherever they decide to haul me off to. Presumably now she doesn't have that scepter, she's gonna start aging again. Do you regret the portrait as it, like, why couldn't it have been the other angle? Do you regret what happened? Not in the least. I suspect the Alliance would have come to the same decision eventually, but time was not on our side. I'm not sure what she did, though. Like, it was building up to Livia does something that wasn't really advisable, and she has to pay consequences for it, which she's doing right now because they're gonna like take her in for. I'll put streamers up in your cell, says Anise. Where is Anise? Oh, she's over there. Yeah, funny line, but I am at a loss as to what Livia actually did. They're framing it after the fact as if she had like a big role in this, like made a decision without everyone's input, but I don't remember when that happened. She kind of charged in at the beginning and unlocked the city, but we immediately like forgot about that because there was no other way to do it. I'm confused. Oh, hi Supreme Mr. Bean. I'm just about at the end and I'm kind of dissecting how I feel about it as we go towards like a little post-quest kind of get together. What do you guys have to say?
And it's done.
I'm glad you joined us, Sora. How do you feel?
Warm. Yeah, there's comfort in solitude. It's easier. But there's also comfort in belonging again. I can't imagine returning to Shadow after all of this.
As Mabon said, you are right where you should be.
Of course you'd think that. You just want to keep tabs on me, Ren. Don't like your things out of place.
You are a sobering presence.
As are you.
Yeah, the search for an unveiling Waiting Sorrow was like a character arc, but I didn't really feel much about the placement of it. Like, everyone treated her like she'd betrayed them on both sides, but I don't really understand why. Is she blepping? Oh, not really. I mean, it's super cute design. Like, that's a cute-ass bear, but I don't know. The only thing I remember about that plotline was finding the letters in Secrets of the Obscure about, who was it? Oh my god, what was her name? It's not Dagda, is it? Was it Dagda? Oh my god, what is it? The Jotun. The Jotun woman. Who looks kind of like overly humanized for some reason. Had a letter about how she missed her friend. And it was a really... It really got to you, like the amount of sorrow in that letter. So what I was expecting them to be reunited, but I don't think they... Were they? They must have been, because she's been living with the wizards, but I don't remember seeing a reunion, so I guess I'm just gonna be thinking about the letter and that's it. Braham has no lines. I know he's trying with the beard. He'll get there. Oh, it's god awful. Alright, Anise, oh god. Anise, I can't get used to how you look. It looks like you've de-aged. And stolen Casimir's haircut. Where are we going? Several hours later. Sorry. Several hours later. Oh, hey, Dougal.
Look at this crowd. Nice to see everyone.
Man, I don't remember...
Good to meet you.
I know you. I don't remember who you are exactly, but I know you've been in the game since, like, the very, very beginning. I'm gonna leave the party immediately. What is over here? Gotta be some kind of secret thing up here somewhere. Oh, hey. Don't mind me. There's a back way out. Maps. Telescope. Oh, hello. She has nothing to tell me. Oh, she wasn't invited to the party. Yeah, I just remembered. So I guess they're keeping her locked up in a tower for the duration. This is a really tiny area to have a party in. Oh, hello. Oh, maybe they're going to come back in. Oh, a cat. Isn't that just typical? That leaves the big gathering with everyone and just finds a cat to pet somewhere? Let's have a look at the food. Honey glazed pig. It's an achievement for eating everything. Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Fermented noodle soup. That's the Canton stuff. Oh, that was Alonian. I don't remember there being that many pigs, but okay. Maguma delicacies. A Suran hot pot. That's cool. I would eat that. Ascalonian delicacies. Lemon pie. That boar isn't cooked. And Crichton. Candy apples. Tiny little party food plates. And some fish. Boing. Hey everyone. Oh my god, the queen is in a different outfit. Oh my god. That's the first time this has happened.
I hope you've all been enjoying the evening. It has been delightful to share a glass with so many familiar faces. We are surrounded by friends tonight, new and old. There are many bonds that are just beginning to blossom. We are here to celebrate our victory. But we also celebrate the Alliance and what it represents. Change, productivity, healing. Tyria. There are challenging days ahead of us. We are not ignorant. As long as there is ground beneath our feet, there will be conflict. But we are more prepared to face that conflict when we care for each other. Now, raise a glass to your neighbor. To Tyria and the brightest of futures. To Tyria!
To the dawn. After a long night of storm.
Yeah, there's Dagda. How come you didn't, like, say anything about waiting sorrow? Mingle with all friends and allies. Leave when you're ready. Oh, credits! Whoop. Okay, I've got 32 people to find and talk to.
I'm glad to see your hair brushed, Countess. Thankfully, your responsibility has been fulfilled. For now. Enjoy yourself. Call my hairdresser.
You don't pay me enough to listen to that woman's banter. I'll see if Logan has some time.
That would certainly be a sight. But say, did I see him? Is he here now?
I was hoping you would notice. He is. Haven't you heard? He's with the Pact again. That was ages ago.
As my advisor, you are supposed to tell me these things. How do I look?
Are you kidding me? Now? Jenna, the world nearly ended because you can't do this to me. I hope he says no. Jesus Christ. Keel, who are you sleeping with? It's you. Hi. Sorry you caught me in the middle of never mind. I'm realizing that with the kind of profile the Alliance brings to Lion's Arch, I can't read it because of the credits. We could use some additional security. The Land Guard's used to dealing with pirates and scofflaws, but we're not trained in protecting world leaders.
Maybe you could speak with the Vigil. Jarvy's been doing a good job with them. Or Logan. I heard he's back with the Pact.
I'm sure the Pact's forces would suit our needs. Now take a couple steps back, Commander? What? Oh my god, Kanak is here! What? What? okay? Oh, look at everyone. Kanaka's here, but please take off that suit. Oh, jeez. This is the most exciting part of the whole expansion because everyone's here and they're all talking to me. It's okay if they didn't hire Steve Bloom for it. I'll just read this. If I do, this is the first time we've talked to them since the beginning of Secrets of the Obscure. We tried to call everybody on our brand new cell phone thing, and they were all like, dial tone, answering machine. We've got stuff to do because we just made sure the world didn't end, which was completely believable. But it made the whole thing since that moment feel like we were completely on our own. And none of the people that we'd relied on for the past 10 years knew what had happened to us. And this is the first time we're actually getting to speak to them again. And this is the first time I've actually felt emotionally invested in anything that's happening. I can't imagine him saying not bloody likely, but okay. Oh, he's actually like not really adventuring anymore. I don't know what creature is making you do, but okay. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I get him. He's like a dad, and that's kind of all I remember. But it's something. Oh, let's take a moment to appreciate the voice talent. Brandon Bales, who used to follow me on Twitter. I don't know if he still uses it. I'm sure he did a fantastic job. He is really a top-notch guy. Matthew Mercer, what is there to say about him? Nolan North, still going. Thank you so much. Jennifer Hale, I'm so glad she came back. Courtney Taylor, Deborah Wilson, always good. Mad King Thorn? What do you mean Mad King Thorn? Oh, Noshadal was save us. Is he still the child player character? Rick Wasserman. Oh, that was Rick Wasserman. What do you mean, Mad King Thorn? Where was he in this expansion? What? Oh yeah, Ike Amadi, I heard him somewhere in there. Steve Bloom was in this apparently. But he didn't do this bit at the end. Okay. Sorry, this is like this is the bit I'm paying attention to. Look at the wiggly text. Isn't that cool? Can I be a casting intern? I really want to do stuff like that. How do I get to be a casting intern? Beatrice Halper and Joy Ekechukwu, call me. How do you get to do what you do? Okay, they're playing Guild Wars 1 music now. All right, let's go on a circuit around the room. Hello, bears.
Ah, Wayfinder. Yes, our conversation is not a light one. Don't let us sully your good time.
Tell me.
Well, today I revealed myself to the Alliance, but next...
The Bearkin will understand in time. The coming months may challenge them, but without challenge, there can be no growth.
I know you're right, but I wish there was an easier way.
It will be worth it. As you well know, I long averted my gaze from that notion. But then, I met one whose life fire shone so brilliantly, I could no longer look away.
Alder, without you and Pokey, I'd have never gotten this far. That goes for you too, Wayfinder.
Indeed. On behalf of the Lowlanders, you have my highest gratitude, Wayfinder. And on behalf of two Bearkin, who know the cruel torment of goodbyes left unsaid, farewell. For now, may the fire inside ever guide you home.
Okay. God, does the Commodore have voice acting? Have you sampled little different views? Yes, I have. Why did they... I did do that. White man down. Dagonet, it's... God. If there's anyone I'm invested in, it's... Well, no, it's not. It's not Dagonet. It's probably, Who's the guy who was, like, second in command of the Pact and then didn't get to, like... the Vigil and then didn't get to lead it? Look, Laranthir, where's fucking... There he is! Laranthir's over there! 10 years ago, beginning of the base game, you meet Laranthir in the Vigil, and he's, like, the second guy down. And you're like, hey, what's like he explains himself by saying, yes, I've committed my life to the cause of protecting anyone who needs protecting, but I'm actually a romantic and I wish I had a partner. And you're like, oh, okay. And then he just never gets one, and the longer it goes since he said that, the sadder it is. Sorry. Tiny Feet Dagonet has something to say. Okay, generic Sylvari stuff. Now that's a collection right here. Now, I always remember her. They did a really good job characterizing this one person to represent the interests of Amnoon, because she just has this like slight disdain for you, but she's professional about it, so you just kind of pick up on it. Like she just kind of doesn't have time for the problems that come along with whenever the commander is around, which is completely understandable. It pleases me to see you once again. Our people will forever be in your debt, and yet you have not stopped being at the center of Tyria's many problems. Do you ever tire? Your continued success gives me renewed faith that Cormir was right to leave the world in our hands, especially when there are those like you to help guide our path forward. Well, she was nice about it at the end there, but I want them to continue the... No, but we don't have to be liked by everyone. You know, it's fun when there's someone who's like, oh god, this guy again. How are things in all of Elona? Okay. Hi, Scotty. I don't remember who you are, really. Braham's friend. Friend? Friend? Oh, he's Newt's son! It's in his fucking name. He's on here on behalf of Newt, who is busy. That's fair. Arena is Frode's daughter.
Wayfinder, I am. My hunters have been assisting the Pact. All of the Astral Ward has. Rifts still plague the Tyrian mainland, after all. And between old friends, it's been amusing to see an organization more dysfunctional than the Astral Ward.
Laughs heartily.
But I paint no shade. The Pact has experienced similar trials to our own. I have great empathy for their struggles. And with Logan Thackeray joining them at the helm, they are on a healthy path. I could even see a future where the Astral Ward functioned as one of their orders. We have more similarities than differences.
One thing that's confusing me is why is everyone acting like Logan doing stuff with the Pact is new? Didn't he take over as Pact Marshal ages ago? Am I misremembering? Why is everyone talking about him like this? I thought he's been Pact Marshal for like years. He led the Pact against Su-1 at the end of Dragons. I don't... Hey, oh hey Gix. Wayfinder now, is it? Yeah, you gave me more titles than anyone else. At your service as always, steward. Oh god, but can we please stop with the random barefoot obsession? War Master, have fun. I think Larenthir should be the War Master of the Vigil, but there we go. Larenthir, I only get to talk to you once every like 3 years. Shifting all of our logistical support from one massive threat to many smaller ones, but Marshal Thackeray has done a tremendous job so far. Still think it should be you. I honestly, it should be you. Why would you? Your thing is secrecy. What the? Hey, Graham. Okay, nothing concrete. He's good. Oh, will the Dominion open? Perhaps. Okay. Oh, Poised Arrow is here. I thought that said I see you having fun, baby. It's just randomly insulting him.
Not a chance. I'm off to the Shiver Peaks. Dawn asked if I wanted to help her with some tasks for Isgarin.
Dawn?
Oh, a bit of a nickname I picked for Sorrow. It's just Sorrow didn't seem quite right anymore. Now, Dawn, that's a fit. Bright skies ahead and all. Maybe not the most profound of choices. Remember what my pa said about dropping formality to show respect? Well, I felt she earned it.
That's very thoughtful, Pokey. I'm sure she appreciates it.
Now you, Wayfinder, noticed I did that some of your friends still address you as the swashbuckling commander. It's the same idea, yes? A sign of respect from friends who fought by your side. Well, now we've done just that.
I suppose. I don't like where this is going.
Well, I've come up with something to capture the essence of both. What do you think, Comfinder?
I'm walking away now.
Only a bit of razzing. But worry not. One day, I'll stumble across the perfect choice.
I have too many names, really. That was funny.
Your people.
I could have
really
used a slightly less
party,
Marvel-esque response to him, but okay.
For Stein with us, Bearkin. Been a while since I've had fun for fun's sake.
Also, you can't just pick a nickname for someone that you know and then use it to other people without telling them who you mean.
They're getting along.
Just happy to see them happy again. Together. Fallen trees may dam the flow of a river, but the water, as always, finds its way home.
Do I want to know what you two are doing here?
I would have expected a much warmer greeting than that, Commander.
Oh no, I didn't talk to him!
Naughty.
Behave, you. Lawson invited us to tag along. We've been spending more time in Lion's Arch these days. Business mostly. And we're not very good at sitting still for very long.
I see your face. It's nothing you need to worry that pretty little head about. We're not up to anything illegal. Just trying to find a home for the club's cash flow. I'm hungry for a good investment. Now ignore us. Enjoy your party. What is it we're celebrating?
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, you still have that green that you changed into. Okay. What? I don't understand why Saida is like involved anymore, but okay. There's something deeper at the root of her illness? Which I only read out because it could be a hint at some kind of future something to do, you know? It has been a really, really long time. And nobody's really all that bothered about it. Yeah, what was going on? Hello? Oh, it's the blueprints for the giant lobster. Logan, why... Logan? Keel's like, hey, look at me! And now she's walking away, and Logan is also walking away, and they are going upstairs. Alright. I swear to God, if Jenna gets all, like, into him now, I'm gonna be so mad. You can't just do that. I can see you guys, you know that, right?
There are a lot of travelers lately.
Yeah.
Make it quick.
Oh, sorry. Did they go? Where'd they go? Did they go into that room together? That's disgusting. So you're under house arrest. Okay. God, we know a lot of people. Like how... Oh, Wait. I forget who's in charge of everything. Ephraim and Malice are the two of the leaders of the legions. Mia Kindleshot, I don't remember who she is. I know she's been in this story since the beginning. I know she was at, the big party at Cordicus's place. Is the dungeon. She was there, but I don't remember why. Is Krisha the leader of, the Blood Warband now? Oh, she took over from... I didn't remember this. I didn't remember she was like the successor. Okay, so these are all of the imperators of the legions. Okay, good. Everything's good. Yes, you helped. No, Ephraim, call me Commander, please. He's doing good. And... Okay, just niceties. Dagda, have you...
I heard you had an enlightening experience in Bavanissos, Wayfinder. How are you?
Always the wiser, Dagda. I'm okay. Seeing Mabon was... jolting. If that was even Mabon.
Who can say? The mists are incomprehensible. It could have been his true spirit, or it could have been a whisper of who he was. But nonetheless, he was with you in one form or another. I just wish I was there to experience it myself. As does Lear. What I'd do just to see him. We're still processing it all. We miss our friend. Lear... He may wear a bold face, but he still mourns. But this is a party. Grab a stein, raise it in the air. For those we lost.
Very literal emotes going on there. Yeah, I don't remember seeing her reconcile with Waiting Sorrow. They probably did and I don't remember it, but I don't know why I don't remember it when I was expecting it. I did say something like, if Mabon shows up again in any form, which he did, I want to see Zoja getting a moment with him. And then I did remember that, of course, Zoja has gotten amnesia, so she wouldn't remember Mabon, I don't think, which was her choice. So it does make sense that she isn't here. So I kind of retract that, I guess. Why were you, like, emotionally checking in with Ludo? I can't remember if she did anything, like, admirable. Okay. Alright, we're nearly there.
Oh, yeah. They're giving you a hard time.
Oh, sorry. I'm still talking to you. It does make me feel important, but my god, we know a few people. Oh, she's still talking. I'm looking for little, like, threads of what they might be setting up after this. I'm pretty sure, actually, they're going to be announcing the next expansion in not too long of a time, and we don't know anything about it right now. So it won't be too long before we know, like, what the angle is, what's going on there. What have we got? What have we got going on right now? All I can remember is Kaith's one. Kaith being like, hey, yeah, kind of weird that our mother tree is still not feeling good. How are we doing on... Oh yeah, just Isgar on left. Okay, I didn't miss anyone. You alright?
Ah, Wayfinder, I was just about to leave.
Not the party type?
I like him.
No, that much should be apparent by now.
Yeah, I didn't really need to ask that.
I am not immutable, but, well, history takes its toll. Habits born of lifetimes. Still, I can appreciate this moment for what it is, however fleeting.
I think we should dance again. Bye. Well, I'm leaving too, so we can... Bye, Canuck. We can just go home together, I guess. If that's okay. I'll show you where the gates are, if you want to head back in that direction. And, yeah, we can, Oh, he is having a dance. Hell yeah. Yeah, can I come with? Can I, Oh, okay. Next time then. I like that he has to do a little wiggly dance in order to spawn his way home. Imagine if you were too drunk to do the right dance and you couldn't get yourself a cab. I thought something else was gonna happen. You know, it wasn't just spawn in the party, talk to who you want to talk to, and then leave. There's a map glitch when I go inside and it shows the interior, and then I go outside and it fades away and then blinks back in for half a second. I should have talked to Canuck first. Maybe I'll redo this when I do achievements. Unless it just defaults to side of the beginning. Just with the straps around the legs, man. We need to... You have to go back to the Grove. You have to go back to the Grove and get a real outfit. It was fun, and I know it made you feel really important, but oh my god, he's so small. You're so small, man. I fell asleep with a calzone on my stomach like an otter. You do anything but participate in my streams. You just have the stream open to farm points and then you will do literally anything else. Well, Canuck is here. I've been telling him to dress better. The Imperators are all here and I couldn't remember that they were all Imperators. I could only remember 2 of them. Braham is here. But he's not got a lot to say right now. He's dealing with his facial hair. Everyone's acting like this was a really big achievement and a big deal, and everyone's really proud of me. Kaith is like the only one standing by herself, which tracks. And everyone was saying, oh, we're integrating with Logan as like the Pact Marshal. But I don't really understand it because I thought that that Logan had been Pact Marshal for quite some time. The way they're phrasing it sounds a bit weird, unless I'm missing something. Redlock is here, but he doesn't have a whole lot to say, but apparently he's really busy with stuff Krisha makes him do because she is his boss. And he thinks his days of actually going out and having adventures might be over, which is kind of a sad thing. It's a sobering thing to say. Like, that could easily not be true, but at the same time, Redlock is literally one of the most seasoned veterans and is, like, an old guy. He was like a has-been in the base game, so I would understand if that was his future. And then it's, I mean, yeah, time does pass in this universe. People are aging. Timey is big now. Timey isn't here, and she's probably the most dynamic character of all of them. So you're the commander again. Well, kinda? The people who know you as commander call you commander, and the people who know you as Wayfinder, which is all of the bears and the people from the wizards, call you Wayfinder. And Poised Arrow, in an attempt to be funny, decided to try to nickname me and combine both of those words. So they haven't given up on commander, it's kind of both. Which I can live with. I didn't want to be Wayfinder exclusively. Commander has never been a literal term anyway. You're a mesmer, aren't you? I guess that's it. What did I get in the Wizard's Vault? Complete the storyline. If I leave, is that just like the end? Yep, nothing happening, and now it's daytime. So that's it. Now I just have to, well, not have to. I get to complete the content on the new map and do achievements and that kind of thing. The storyline is really, like, only about half of the content you can actually, no, not even half. Like, I'll spend weeks doing the rest of the content. There'll be side stories. Let's have a look. What is under Absolution? Pet the cat at the party and leave without socializing with anyone. Well done. That's fucking funny. That is really funny. I almost did. I went in there and I petted the cat first. Anyone who gets that achievement without looking up how to get it, that would be really, really funny if you actually did that. What year did... You mean Destiny's Edge? Or whatever they're called. Cock up slaying Kralkatoric. I want to do the math. I don't know that offhand. Unfortunately. How many years was it before the start of the game? Was it like... Was it 10 years or something? It wasn't... No, it can't have been that long. I don't remember. You can go to the Guild Wars 2 wiki and find the history timeline, and that will tell you exactly how long it has been. I go there often to reference stuff. So yeah, not story journal, but Janthir Wilds. Mistburn Barrens is just like a giant red blob. Oh, I haven't done like a bunch of stuff in Convergences. I have not farmed it. I haven't really like set myself personal goals. Redlock is maybe in his 50s. That's about what I would say. That is what I would think he is the equivalent of. So about the kind of time where you're not really the first person in line to go out and do a bunch of dangerous stuff in person. He's very, very experienced, but you know, he's not going to be as good of a fighter as he once was at that age. So yeah, it's just a sobering little reminder that the characters are progressing through their lives, and I always like stuff like that. So in Bava Nisos we have probably a bunch of stuff. Oh god, that's going to be hard unless I find a safe spot. Light a starlight lantern for old time's sake. That's cute. I guess there's just one hidden one. Defeat without it consuming any spirits. Defeat an enemy with debris. That's a funny one. I'm glad they've got funny achievements. Oh, there's a jumping puzzle. Oh yeah, I heard about that. use medicine to reduce the Titan's inflammation. I only got one. I literally couldn't use any more because the enemies just spawned on me and interrupted every time I tried to use the item. I couldn't do it. There was no one else there. Right, so there's a bunch of stuff with the events. Janthir's side stories. There's now... Oh, wait. Find all the journals in... Yeah, those two. What is that? I haven't done the first one. Oh, that's the guy who was trapped by the Mersat in that, like, side dimension. So I already had these unlocked, so I don't think they were new side stories, but, you know, that's fine. Legendary backpack. I mean, I could do that. It does look really cool. Yeah, that's about it. I'll do the rest on my own. I mean, I don't do this as a regular stream anymore. Headcanon on a scale of 1 to 10. Has your main become a grizzled hag over the years, in your opinion? How on earth do I answer that question on a scale of 1 to 10? What the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean? I can answer the question like a normal person. I think she is... It's a 1 to 10 on the hag scale. I would say, yeah, maybe a 7 after the Secrets of the Obscure stuff. Obviously, as a Sylvari, I'm not becoming a literal or physical hag anytime soon. She's going to be in the blossom of apparent youth for a good long time, in my view, because, you know, no Sylvari has ever been seen to age. 10 is like living in a swamp brewing potions. I like how you said that like that. But yeah, as a person, she is now pretty disillusioned in general and kind of just thinking, oh god, what's gonna happen next, and how is it going to affect me, and why does it have to affect me? And look, there's my little kitsune. I can't remember why I equipped this thing, but it's got like little wings. I've got 2 dogs. They call me Pie 2 Dogs Beanatron in this world. Yeah, so the rest of it is stuff I will do on my own, and it's just a nice kind of reliable thing. I can boot up if I feel like it each day and then do a little progress and then log off, and it doesn't demand too much of my time. I've always considered it like a solid game to have on the side. I've never run out of stuff I can do. If I did all the content in the last few releases, I could make a bunch of legendaries or something. I could just focus on resources. I could do pretty much anything, but I would never have nothing to do. And I have never had nothing to do in the last... How long is it? 13 years. There's gonna come a point where I'm playing this game and I'll have been playing it for the majority of my entire life. Unless they make a sequel. But we're coming up on it, I guess. So, to sum up how that expansion was, because that was the end, it's finished now, I really can condense it into a single word, and... Hang on, I think I need to take a sit down. I can condense it into a single word, and the single word I would use to express this experience is underwhelming. I was very excited by a lot of the proposed concepts that they had going, well, basically coming out of Secrets of the Obscure. When it turned, you know, going and meeting all of the bears was a kind of fresh. It was visually quite, it was visually pleasing. Nice environment, nice design of the way that they live and everything. That felt like, I referred to it as going back to basics, because you're introduced to a new area, there are people to meet, they don't know you, which was the really refreshing thing, because we've got used to being like one of the most well-known heroes in the world, and it's nice to take a step back from that. And we were stripped of all of our friends, and then we earned some more contacts, acquaintances in Secrets of the Obscure, and we didn't really befriend any of them. And then we met the bears and sort of befriended one of them, but only kinda. I didn't really feel like I had a personal relationship with anyone since the beginning of Secrets of the Obscure, which is why I got so excited that everyone was there at the party. When we found out it was about Titans, and, you know, that was like the moment I sat up in my chair when they revealed that this was going to be the Titans are involved. By the way, it could be because there's some sort of pocket dimension they're leaking out of, and we might have to go there. That was when I went, I like magnetically vibrated and thought the word Abaddon real loud. And I have to say, given what it turned out to be, I'm actually a little disappointed. It didn't have anything to do with Abaddon. I'm not saying he should have like come back or something, because that would have been kind of impossible. But I don't think anyone said the word Abaddon this whole expansion, despite this being a very clear spiraling offshoot of his influence. I thought it was going to be more relevant. I thought we would get some more lore about Abaddon, which is something I'm really interested in. I think he's a very interesting character in a character that causes a lot of things to happen and ripple through the plot without ever actually existing. So I didn't want him to come back or anything. I just like the idea of Abaddon and the stuff that surrounds him. But then they went, okay, some acolytes of Cordicus on his orders came all the way out here, and then I think Mabon had to die before they could get into the portal, which was being kept open by an existing Titan who hadn't been killed. That part was interesting. I mean, the whole like link between Mabon having like survivor's guilt and feeling bad about everything his species had done to the world, and then seeing a Titan, the last of its kind, be left behind and giving it the option to leave, and then just not killing it, despite the fact he should have, and sealing it up. And then that Titan not leaving, and it seemingly waiting for Mabon to come back. That was the most interesting thing about all of this. I don't know if there's more information on... Sorry, I forgot the name of the Titan. Savus? His body was like still alive because we have to kill it to like get through to the ending. The meta is about killing this guy's body, which is still kind of functioning. Having an entire city absorbed into a kind of mineral living mystical thing is a very fun angle. There were lots of good ingredients here, but not talking about Abaddon at all, I don't understand. We went to the Foundry of Failed Creations, which made a huge impression on me when I couldn't complete that instance in the first game. And we just went there for like 15 minutes, and we killed some guys, and the boss fight with them barely felt like a boss fight. Like, that was nothing. They got all the ingredients but forgot to turn on the oven. They made a couple cupcakes, but like there was no main course. What did that even have to do with anything? Some guys that Cordicus sent out made a mistake, and then we closed the gate and they're gone now. What effect does this have on everything? There's no repercussions. There was no weight to what the people were doing, and they kept on having characters do something that they were implying had an effect going forward. But I don't think it did. What did Livia do? She ran forward with the scepter. Why did we have a bunch of meetings together with the world leaders to discuss whether we should use the scepter or not, only for Livia to retain use of it and just use it at will? Why is that something that we are coming down on her for? It didn't cause any problems. That's the problem with this. Nothing that anyone did caused any kind of influence on the plot. We just kind of continuously trod forward until the plot ended. That's like my take. The golden spot of the game to me is Path of Fire, and one of the reasons for that is that you find out how much has gone wrong, and then things get worse, and then you find out that other stuff from way earlier is coming into play, and that's why it got worse. And you find out why things got worse. You have the revelation that it's Ritlock's fault that Balthazar is rampaging through the world, killing people, and other people are trying to follow him and practically becoming cultists. You have the revelation that Vlast exists, and then he immediately gets killed, and you feel that because you never get to know him. And stuff like that, you know? You find out why the human gods aren't around anymore, and it's like, yeah, because things are gonna get worse. Everything is about it getting worse and raising the stakes, and this didn't feel like it had stakes. We just kind of went somewhere and we killed 3 human ghosts. They weren't even... I was expecting to go into the... I didn't think forward. I don't imagine what is going to happen, like, in very concrete terms. I don't like to set up expectations for myself in a really big sense. So I didn't, like, imagine fully what I was expecting to find in the Foundry over the past week. But at the very least, I thought those 3 humans were going to be, like, attached to some kind of demonic machinery, and it was using them to produce something. It was siphoning their life force or taking some gunk that was turning... Like, there was a physical aspect to it. They were just kind of in there, kneeling on the ground in an open arena. And then we fought them for a bit, and they didn't have any interesting mechanics. They acted like a regular enemy. I mean, for all of the faults in Secrets of the Obscure and the part about Nyos and all of that, at the very, very least, the bit where you fight the giant Eparch in his citadel is at least very memorable. The fact that a kind of goofy looking stick man guy skeleton turns into what I can only describe as a giant flesh scorpion is pretty memorable as a fight and has a lot of weight to it because he's goddamn huge. And if there's anything this game is known for, it's a guy being huge and that being important. Just fighting like 3 ghosts of a few humans. I've been doing that since the Plains of Ashford. Hello? He did return to Crab, but that's also a good aspect. That's the only thing I liked about Eparch. If you give him enough flesh meats, he turns into a crab and he tries to kill you. And I'm not going to say it was the best written thing ever, but I mean, a guy turning into a giant crab is a spectacle. It was lacking spectacle. How did we... I mean, okay, the map is a good spectacle. The map where you were inside of a weird living thing and its organs are there and all the instructions in the map are go over here and kick his gallbladder to pieces. I like that. That's just funny. Yeah, there's fewer funny moments, I think, than there used to be. There are occasional ones. I don't know how to respond to Goric villain arc, because I think that would be bad if it happened. But I can't really... I mean, I can't explain it in a way where it's just like a taste thing. I don't want Goric to be a villain. He already was one, is the reason, actually. He was a former Inquest, so he's had his villain arc previously, and now he's, like, a guy. I miss him, though. I miss him and Timey. They were kind of, like, the guys who run the story. It doesn't feel right without them. There's no reason why you can't remove them and have it rely on other people, but I didn't feel like we had anyone step up into the shoes of your friends and allies. I know it's supposed to be the wizards, but we don't have a relationship with any of them. We understand that some of them are sad. Like, we know that Dagda was really upset that Waiting Sorrow disappeared. An amount of time ago I was never able to actually ascertain. We know that Lear was upset when he started remembering his life before he joined the wizards, and that he can split into 2 people and they act differently, which was a fun little kind of quirk that he has, only him. What else? Isgaron's fun. I think there's very few Isgaran enjoyers, but I'm one of them. He's great. I really like it, Isgaran. It's you need to have someone in the cast who's just a giant bitch who hates most things. He's great. Remember when they introduced all the interesting characters and Secrets of the Obscura and did nothing with like 2/3 of them? That's kind of what I'm referencing, yeah. They brought in a bunch of characters who had like things, like quirks, traits, and we learned their traits and maybe a little bit about their history. Mabon we didn't get to know because he had to die real quick in order to facilitate some other stuff. I was never really on board with Mabon because I feel like you repeating this. No, this is really the last Mossad. No, this is, I promise this time, this is the last one. Like, we did that, but I do understand they wanted to look into the Mossad as a race and explore them as a less villainous faction, where some of them were absolutely villains, but it was a choice, and there were other Mossad who were not inherently evil, and I cannot fault in any way writing that explores that a race is not inherently evil. That is a deliberately good thing to do, so I don't feel like I can fault it. But yeah, I know I've read a couple takes, like I think Tumblr is like the only place people talk about the Guild Wars 2. But I've read a couple takes on there, and in vague, it was just them saying, "Was that it?" And I've got to echo that. It didn't. It felt like it kind of ran out of steam a little bit, and I wish there had been more going on, and I wish the plot had been more complex and had more stuff happening. I wish that Abaddon had been involved in maybe some way. I wish it hadn't gone and devolved down to Titans reappeared because 3 humans wandered into some place, and that's it. That why would you invoke Titans as an enemy and build this whole thing about Titans only to go, some humans did a whoopsie, that's it. Yeah, I'm kind of just thinking about that now. I was really excited about Titans because I thought it was going to relate to some sort of, I don't know, interesting and mystical lore that we could delve into, and would, like, why did we need the full might of the most powerful magic users in the entire universe to come through a portal and kill 3 ghosts? The weight of it has been squandered by the ending, because it felt like we were going to have to contend with the shade of the magic of Abaddon in some form, and then it wasn't. I don't really know how to respond to all this in full without repeating myself, but okay. I liked getting to see the people I know at the end, because I've missed them. It almost felt anticlimactic about that as well, because we had that whole everyone you knew is very, very forcibly left behind. You get warped into the realm of the, what are they called? The Astral Ward, and you have to operate on their terms, and they don't respect you like the normal people of Tyria do. And you can't call your friends for help because they're a secret organization that you cannot tell anyone about. So I thought there was going to be like this rift where you met your friends again, and they started saying, "Oh yeah, Commander, it's been a second." And you're thinking, yeah, I tried to call you like 15 times and no one would answer me because they had a lot going on in their lives, and suddenly I had nothing. And that didn't go anywhere. I thought they were going to have like a rift point, not on a big scale, but just where everyone was saying, "Oh hey, what have you been up to?" We've all been helping rebuild and pitch in a big way within our respective social spheres and in the places that we live. We've been making great strides in putting the world back together. Have you been doing that? And you'd have to stand there and go, "No, I've done nothing," because you can't tell them about the Astral Ward. I just thought that was like a really obligatory scene that they would have. Yeah, okay. I guess that's it. I'm going to like just that's my opinion. That's my opinions. I'm not gonna like look around for anyone to do a raid, and my pals will be streaming in like 2 hours, so I'm too early for them. You missed a specific interaction at the end that would have gotten the true ending that reveals Abaddon has been alive and whispering secrets to who? Wait, what? I know you were making a joke, but who on earth is Jessamine? Who is that? You got the shit ending. What's her name? Hi, Rainbow Dragon. We've just finished, I'm afraid. The White Woman Queen? You know what? I really should have pushed my stream forward and done it so that I could raid into Vegin 5. Are you mixing up Dishonored with Guild Wars? Was that the name of the queen in Dishonored? Gods, peg that man for his mistakes. What are you doing? Seize him immediately. I need an alarm I can set off. Law mistake. Wee woo, wee woo. Okay. Yeah, Dragon. I've just explained my thoughts on the expansion. We finished it off. I feel like they've. We were violently underwhelmed. Is a good way to put it. There were a lot of things I was kind of hoping for, and generally speaking, in Guild Wars 2's history, when I put my trust in them to give me what I expect from the story, they have historically always come through on what I think they will give me, and ever since the end of Dragons, it just hasn't really been there. So that's my take, and I wish I didn't have to be negative about it, but I'm in the habit of being completely honest. Sometimes some of the other expansions I have left like a feedback review on the forums, which is usually where they take their feedback. I definitely said something about Secrets of the Obscure, which was kind of half why did you write a completely straight tension plot with no humor and no real stakes because the ending was obvious from the beginning? And half, can you please stop having characters repeat the same phrases on player proximity, because it's driving me absolutely crazy, and that I still do that. I guess I have to check out the new Fractal sometime. I'm glad they've changed course on making the fractals increasing in difficulty for some reason, when that was never supposed to be the point of fractals. But yeah, whoever directed, scripted, and give this commander a Janthir outfit. Oh, we are like playing fast and loose with channel points. All right. There you go. Should have put this on for the party, really, because this is my like party wear. How's that? My camera is so low down. 6 out of 10. I'm. Oh, it deleted your messages. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it'd do that. I don't know how to undo that either. It's okay, we're at the end of the stream. I timed out Saul Wassman as a joke. I didn't realize it would. You sprayed him with raid. It's really funny now. I wish it had been this funny sooner. I should have just streamed later in the day so that more people will be available, because I know it's a bit early for the US. He's dead. And then I could have raided into Virgin 5, but I forgot that I wouldn't connect up with their stream time, and now we're in this situation. So I'm not even going to raid anyone. I'm just going to add my goodbye. Don't worry, Bossman, you're not going to miss anything. I'll be streaming again on Friday, where we'll go back to Dishonored, and then it will be mostly straight through Dishonored until whenever I finish it. But that's going quite well, I think. I mean, it's... How do I like compliment that game? I don't know if it's actually like the kind of game I would really be into, but it's still an interesting experience, and I don't say that as like damning with faint praise. Being interesting is still fine. But yeah, I hope to see anyone back here on Friday, and Rainbow Dwagon, I hope you have a good day too. Yeah, we can everyone come back and watch Virgin 5 in like 2 hours, continuing Blueprints. Okay, thanks everyone, bye.